People. Hope you could see me well. Probably a little bit dark. I think that's better. All right. I'm seeing like I got poor reception. Damn. Thought the reception was gonna be good here. All right. Y'all gonna have to deal with me. All right. How y'all doing today? Let me start off. And, y'all see the name of the title, Entities, Spiritual Body Snatchers, and Portals, How to Stop Them. All right. I see the room is filling up. All right. Strange May, shout out to you. Mike Breezy, shout out to you. Way Haver, shout out to you. Now will be the time to ask your questions and all that good stuff. Okay? All right. Shall we get started? I had to do this because this Mercury retrograde got a lot of people tripping. All right? These portals opening, perfect chance for these damn demonic entities to come through. And they taking over people. All right? Seriously. Tribe of Ephraim, what's up? Shout out to you. Jerry Aguinar, shout out to you. All right. So, yeah, people, hit that like button. Too much of y'all in here already. Hit that like button. All right. I'm seeing the room filling up, so that's good. All right, who's this? And Anouk, and Hata. Hope I pronounced your name right. Shout out to you. Let's get started. For the people that's now coming in the room, people. Joel Benjamin 528, aka MC Spookism. I believe you're gonna like this live stream. It's gonna be very informative, all right, and give you the information that you need. What you talking about today? What's up, Dwight Redman? Shout out to you. Moochie Mills, shout out to you. Okay. So we're gonna hit it like this. I might have to stand up because I want to make sure y'all see me properly. I know it's a bit dark if I do it like this. All right, let's get into it. What we're talking about, and hit that like button, people. Hit that like button. We're talking about entities, okay? Entities, body snatchers. The spiritual takeover. Hell, y'all see the title. A lot of people be asking me that, and the title be right there. All right? And these portals and how to close them. Because the stuff is getting out of hand. Oh, it's getting out of hand. You got people that don't want you to tell the real news. See, at first, they almost got me. But you see, I'm wiser than that. I realize we're going into a time, a season right now. Yeah, the scene is nice. Yo, real talk. Check this out. I almost got caught up in something. DM Show, shout out to you. Dallas, Texas in the house. How you handle things in life is going to determine how well you succeed in life. I'm going to say it again. How you handle things in life is going to determine how you succeed in life. Okay? Check this out. You have people and you think it's people, but it's not. If you ever been around somebody, they're cool with you 1 minute, they like you, They praise you, everything is going great. And then they turn around and what they do? What do? They start just getting on your case. They start talking bad about you. Start trying to demonize you. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Because a few of y'all been through that same thing. Am I correct? Let's keep it real. Who's this? AJ Princess 1936 finally got a notification. Hey, that's how it is sometimes. Now, listen to me carefully. You have to be very careful, especially around this time. You have people that don't want you to get this type of information. They'll say, he's fear-mongering. He's doing all kind of crazy stuff. He's talking all kind of crazy things. Don't listen to him. Those people are under possession. I realize it hit me. 1 minute you and them are good and everything is going fine. And you always see it around Mercury retrograde the most. Especially this Mercury retrograde that's in April. It's like, how do I say it? It's like the entity sees the person and know they're weak. Although they appear to be strong, but they're weak. And then they want to start beefing. They want to call you all type of names. Want to say you're fear-mongering. Even when you're just bringing out the proof. They don't say what you're saying and talking about is a lie. Instead, they're going to want to turn around and, how you know that? That's the first sign of a demon, of an entity that's possessing an individual. Instead of congratulating, they always hate him. And it's what they're hating about. What they're hating about. They're hating because you're giving certain information to help the people. People, hit that like button. I see a lot of y'all in there. Hit that like button. Okay? They don't like when you give that information. When they themselves always love to give out information, but they don't want you to do it because they know that information you're giving is empowering. It's waking people up. But don't shun that person and down that person, because that person is possessed. They want to turn it and flip it and say you're possessed. That's the entity that snatched that person's body and feed off of their wickedness, their evil ways. But before they even really get that evil, remember, they're dealing with their jealousy, their envy, okay? And quite frankly, they got to come at you because you're waking the people up. You understand what I'm saying? That you're waking the people up. They don't like it. Who the hell is you? How is that possible? And then that demon in them, especially around this time, come through. It see that nasty, disgusting little weak light they have, and it swoops down like an eagle and wrap the claws around them. Got them in the clutches. It's too late. They're not able to come out. These entities are real. Think about it. What can make a person so good? Everything is calm. They're not crazy. You go check them out. They don't say that they're crazy, right? Nothing wrong with their brain, anything. All of a sudden, they start trip out. Think about that. You got people that will mask and themselves and say, oh, we dealing with Jesus. Or we dealing with Muhammad. Or we're dealing with Buddha. when the whole time they have an entity latched onto them. It's like an invasion of the body snatcher. A lot of times they don't even realize it's happening. A lot of times they don't realize it's happening. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, let's deal with the Lion King. Everybody's seen that cartoon before, right? The Lion King. Michael Lambert, shout out to you. Thank you for the support. Greatly appreciated. You're welcome. I'll keep giving you the information. So check it out. You ever seen the movie The Lion King, right? And you see the lion was born. Now we know the major players. You got Simba, you have his father, you have the young lioness, you have, who else? You got the hyenas, can't remember the hyenas' names. You have, and Scar, and then you have the baboon. The baboon was the spiritual one. Get what I'm saying? But because it was a baboon, people want to push that to the side and joke. But everybody who was anybody knew the baboon is the one that had the wise counsel. And other people were scared to even cross that baboon. The hyenas wasn't even trying to mess with him like that. Okay? Then you have Scar. Scar was the baddest, the slickest. But Scar didn't even want to mess with the baboon like that. I say this to draw a reference so you could understand. You got to deal with people that's spiritual. When you see people start going off, it's because of entity they have in them, where they start wilding out. Like Scar from The Lion King. All right? He was good the whole time, and then he just sat back and was like, yo, I should run the pride. Why they're doing it, I should be running this. Think about it. Whole time, all the years you've been growing up, you wasn't trying to do your brother dirty. Then you try to do your nephew dirty. Think about that. All right? DM Show said, bro, you ain't lying. All right? And that's the truth. You have to watch these people. These people have these entities on them, and they're coming. The entities look to come through portals. And you know the crazy part is? I'm going to hit y'all with something. And some of y'all ain't going to like this, but I got to tell you it. People. Some of those portals are coming from people's hearts. Some of those portals are coming from people's hearts. Now, I could deal with the outside portals, but let's deal with the inner portals. Let's deal with that heart chakra. All right? The heart. Let's deal with that. Let's deal with that portal. Okay? Oh, Amir Gabriel, shout out to you. Sorry, Amar. I'm sorry, sis. Amar Gabriel says 100% on point. All right? Fallon Mary Brown, shout out to you. Love your interview with Young Pharaoh. That's how I found you. Well, thank you. And let me say this. Shout out to the international audience. I got to give the international audience a shout out. Shout out the whole of the UK, Russia, Germany. Shout out China, Japan, all the African countries out there. Shout out the Caribbean, Trinidad, Tobago, Jamaica, Grenada, Guyana, all the people that watch me. Life lesson, shout out to you. Yes, I got the business suit on. Yes, I do. Barbados, definitely. Leon Faye, Barbados in the house. Shout out to you. Now check this out. Faye the Sunset. Shout out to you. Now listen to this, people. I see Jamaica in the house, a few international people in the house. Faith Sunset said, how can you tell someone something about this without freaking them out? Because I noticed this with someone very close to me. Now I'll tell you that. I'm gonna expose all that. Because some of them that you're telling, it's not that you're freaking them out. You're freaking that entity out. I'm going to say it again because maybe you didn't hear me. It is not that you're freaking them out. You're freaking the entity out. DM Show asks, how you know if someone is evil? Off top. I'm going to tell you off the top, off the rip, how you could tell they're evil. And remember, they're possessed. Just talk good stuff. Like, let me see. Take, for instance, how me and Kansu was talking about YouTube and what's going on, where we trying to inform the community. Just pay attention how people act. Watch how they try to either troll you, disrespect you, call you names. You understand? Say you're talking a topic like that, you're trying to inform people, saying, yo, YouTube is cracking down, this is happening, that's happening, blah, 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 minding your own business, and then they come around, that evil spirit, that's a sign. I'm just giving you an example. Say you're out there, you're talking about something dealing with portals, let's say, or any type of thing dealing with spirituality, and they get highly annoyed when you're around, it's a problem. You could figure them out off the rip. Just do good and watch how they sweep in and try to slander you and disrespect you and your family. That's how you could tell. It's so easy to tell. Because remember, when you're dealing with sciences, spirituality like this, you're vibrating at a certain frequency. And they're not able to take it. They are not able to take it. You have to look into yourself and get this portal right. The heart. Zooming out so I can show you. Get that portal right. That heart chakra. When you get this right, you could overcome all of them. Okay? With prayers added to that, it's a wrap. They have no wins. They have no wins. People, hit that like button. I see a lot of y'all up in here. Hit the like button. Okay? Think about what I just said. You have to pay attention to what's going on. Tribe of Ephraim said, that's crazy, Joel. Kingdom Hearts talk about this, about that. Fact, and that's a video game. And it's a video game put out by who? Walt Disney. The same people that deal with the Lion King, that shows that whole rough that goes on. The same people that deal with Anastasia, Mickey Mouse, with the wizardry and whatnot. You think these people don't know what's going on? Where they showing portals opening and everything? Janae Jones, what's up? Shout out to you. Julian, what's up? Shout out to you. Maria Smith, shout out to you. Now, Munchie Mills asks, so how do you find out your frequency is being activated? You change. It's funny. When you start being around certain people, you could see an aura around them when your frequency is being activated and changed. You won't want to be around them. Not in a disgusting way. You just won't want to be around them. You'd have better things to do. And that's where they'll get tight. A lot of times, if you do want to be around them, when you come around them, they will run away. Because that entity on them do not want you to form an exorcism to banish them with the truth. You ain't got to break out the holy water. You ain't got to break out the Palo Santo sticks. You ain't got to say a whole bunch of psalms and a whole bunch of prayers. Just dealing with truth is enough to chase that entity out of that individual. So they run. They will know your energy is up before you do. Okay? They will know your energy is up before you do. Because it's one thing I learned. Where there's darkness, no matter how small the light is, it will always be noticed. I'm going to say that again, because maybe y'all missed what I just said. Where there is darkness, and there's even a little speck of light shining, it will always be noticed. So you're thinking you just around being you doing what you're doing. But that darkness, because they don't have that light, they see you and what you're doing. So what do you now do? You build your energy up more and more. So picture, you're starting off like this, and then you're getting like this, and then you're getting like this, and you're getting like this. And if soon, it'll be out of control. And then you're like this, and it's bigger, and it's bigger. You think they want that for you? You're messing them up. You're filling up the room with light. You're able now to close certain portals. You're able to influence people just by being in the room and not even saying a word. They know this. Think about it. How much of y'all just did something or just go around somewhere or dealt with anybody you was cool with and all of a sudden they just start hating on you and all you ever try to do is help them? They dealing with the dark so much they can't even keep their own lights on. And then they want the same for you. They don't want you to be able to pay your light bill because they want you to stay in the darkness. Think about that. They know you need to pay the light bill to keep your lights on, but they don't want you to be able to do that because they want you in the darkness. That's why at 1396 Fulton Street, those who want to say shameless plug, okay, on nicholasbrooklyn.com, I make sure I sell the Palo Santo sticks. I make sure I sell the dragon's blood incense. I make sure I sell the sage, and I make sure I sell the sage spray and the Palo Santo spray. I make sure I deal with the frequency CDs. I sell the frequency CDs. You understand what I'm saying? Pay attention to the ones that don't want you to be successful. Pay attention to the ones when you don't pay them no mind or you don't say their name, how they quick to launch an attack on you. Pay attention. It's so sad, you're not even talking about them and they think you're talking about them. It's like that song. I bet you think this song is about you. Don't you, don't you? It's sad. It's so sad. But we need to stay in prayer. We need to use certain items to help us Okay? When you talk about people waking up with scratches or people just flipping out, they're under a possession. Amar Gabriel, shout out to you out there in the UK. Thank you for the support. People, you like the information you're getting, definitely hit that like button. And you can always super chat. And if you can't super chat because you got an iPhone, you could go to tmjimportsllc@gmail.com on PayPal. And let me say this, thank all of y'all that sent me support through PayPal. Thank you. That's tmjimportsllc@gmail.com on PayPal. You have people that want to hold you down and restrict you in your sleep. They have people that seeing portals that's opening up. They got people that seeing portals opening up in people's heart chakra area. They don't like that. So let me tell you how to close it. Okay? One of the best ways, and oh, they don't like this at all, but I'm going to give it to you because it's so simple and easy. Anybody can do it. They don't like when you ignore them. They don't like when that entity is crying out for attention because they want to bring your spiritual energy down. People, hit that like button, people. Too much of y'all up in here. Hit that like button. And if you ain't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. They don't like when your energy is good. Mike Breezy, shout out to you. Mike Breezy said, got my hyssop on right now. I'm not playing 528 facts. And be careful of the people that like to, I call it the pancake effect. You know how a pancake flips and it flops? It flips and it flops. Pay attention to people that do that. 9 times out of 10, they possessed. All right? They talk with a forked tongue. See, I'm telling you how to spot these people that have had their body snatched. Right now, I got on my Penny Royale. I stay with my Penny Royale. Think I'm joking? Let me go in my bag. Let me go in this bag. Let's see what I got in this bag. Okay, what's this? Penny Royale. Okay? Because I know what's going on, especially in this Mercury retrograde. Especially in this Mercury retrograde. Yes, MB96, monatomic gold will help. Because it helped the brain pattern the brain wave and raise your vibration. I already did a show on that. So real talk. You got people that's living in certain areas and they're seeing these portals opening. One of the major portals that open, look at all the stuff that's been going crazy now during this Mercury retrograde when we had that pink moon or that blood red moon. They want to say pink moon, but okay, let's go with pink moon. Come on now, people. This is real. Oh, I see Kansu, my man Kansu's calling me. Sorry, Kansu, I cannot take that call. I am live right now. Probably didn't even get the notification. Shout out to Kansu Sheshmu Amun. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. Yeah, as I was saying. And trust me, and that was on April 12th that happened. April 11th, April 12th on my birthday. And let me tell you, the entities was out and there's still some lingering around. Going through and fro, looking to see who they could devour. Looking to latch on to people. That's why you gotta help yourself. Because if you don't help yourself, no one else will. No one out right now is gonna be giving you this type of information. Some of them are shame, and some of them, you saw the show I did yesterday. I spoke about those who just like to talk and drain your energy. But ask them, say, yo, come to my city, come to my town, and I want you to speak just for 4 hours. We're gonna set you up room and board. But the 4 hours you're gonna speak is for free. And we're gonna have it for the people. Watch how many of them jump. Watch how many of them jump. Okay? There's a lot of them. There are a lot of them that don't like the fact that I even spoke about with click bombing. Something simple as click bombing. Speaking about click bombing. Talk about you shouldn't teach that to the people. You're teaching people dangerous stuff. But yet, me and Kansu put out the information on how people could protect themselves from being click bombed. So you don't want the people to know how to protect their channel on YouTube that they use to make money? But that's what a demon does. They take over these individuals. Who's this? Ja Princess 936. Thank you for the support. I greatly appreciate you. These people don't want you to shine like a ray of light, people. I'm telling you this because I was like, I need to let people know that it's not just these people's doing. There's an invasion of the entities is snatching these bodies. And y'all know it. Yeah, some of y'all have the gift to see it. You know what? Just to show you, let's do a roll call right now. All those who have seen what I'm talking about, press 1 in the chat right now. Because we have a good amount of people in here. Press 1 right now if you've seen what I've been talking about. There we go. Look at all them ones. Look at all them ones. Okay, more ones is coming. All right. Real talk. Oh my gosh. Thank you very much, Julene. Thank you very much for the support. I greatly appreciate you. How generous you are. Thank you so much. Where you located, Julene? Because I don't recognize that monetary value. Look at all them ones. Look at all them ones. I know it's a high monetary value. I just don't recognize that. That's the international audience for you people. All them ones. Focus. What's up? Shout out to you. All right. Renee, shout out to you. CTMGM, Yitzi, shout out to you. Hit that like button, people, if you're now tuning in. Hit that like button. You know how much people contact me from the UK alone? We're not even going to deal with America yet. Just the UK alone. With all the spiritual stuff that's happening, they're under spiritual attack. That's why I did the show. You have these people trolling you. You check them out. You go see them speak at lectures. You go to their channels. Okay? They try to sway you against other people. Try to say what other people are teaching is dangerous. So, okay, so if what that person is teaching is dangerous, you come teach me something, and the stuff you gotta teach me, it better work. They don't do that though. It's very easy to find these people. What's very important that you need to do is make sure you don't fall victim to it. I'm gonna say it again. What's very important that you need to do is make sure you don't fall victim to it. Because the day you do, it'll be worse for you. Why? Because you know better. You know what's going on. If you choose to ignore it, that's your fault. Any questions in the chat, ask them now. Because I see we coming almost at the bottom of the hour. Living Soul Journey. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Julian, you ain't, I know it's cool, but that was a good amount of support you just showed there with the super chat. Where you from? Let me know where you from. All right. Oh, shout out to the people in Switzerland. Got a few people from Switzerland watching. Shout out to you. Gotta give their locations shout outs. Ja Princess 1936 says, what can I use to protect my children from these entities? Okay, you could always light a candle, like I showed that before on my Facebook live, and like I said, I'm gonna have to do one for here. You could light the candle with the 23rd Psalm on it, and it have the Shield of David on it. You could light that. Also, I advise you get a piece of danbarite. Desert rose amethyst, put it in a bowl of water, and you could put that under a bed. And definitely start having them say their prayers often. That can help. Also, you could bathe them with some hyssop oil. I think the stream messed up. Okay. Wow, as soon as I'm looking to give certain information, the stream is messing up bad. That's okay. As I was saying, you could bathe them with some hyssop oil and put some of that in the bath water. And lemon eucalyptus is always great. And definitely you could burn some incense such as, of course, I'm going to say dragon's blood. And the chakra incense is a good one too. Green apple is good. The incense and lily. Lily is very good. Okay. Let me see here. Let me see. Any questions? Any more questions? Munchie Mill says, oh, I have a question. What if you hear someone's voice in your dreams and you know whose voice it is? That you just know whose voice it is. Listen what the voice tell you. That one is real easy. Okay? Let me see. MB96 say, became a victim. I wish I knew this earlier. I had 2 big fights with my childhood friends this month. You see? And they like to say, don't listen to that. That person is dealing with Satanism, the devil, and all this crazy stuff. But people are seeing examples every day, and I'm telling them what prayers they need to say and certain spiritual items they need to do to help them. Julie. Oh, Julian. Oh, Norway. Norway in the house. Shout out Norway. All right, but you're originally from the Congo. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Congo, too. We have Norway in the house, people. Let me see. Somebody was saying I should do classes. Jerry, Adrian, who's that? Aguinar. I don't know where you from with that last name, Aguinar. Interesting. You need to have classes, bro. I'll think about it. I'll be very busy, but I'll think about it. Can I get some info about sleep paralysis, please? Because that always gets me. You want to get sweetgrass. Well, all right, let me tell you. Just so you could know where you could get the stuff from. You could go to, if you're in Brooklyn, New York, you could go to 1396 Fulton Street, Brooklyn, New York, and get the sweetgrass. Or you could just call 718-858-4400 It should be online too, nicholasbrooklyn.com. But if it's not online, your best bet is to call us at the shop, 718-858-4400. Also, you would want to get a Danburite and a Fushite or Fukushite. I know I'm probably saying that wrong. Forgive me, people. I'm not even in the shop right now. But you would want that, and a next great one, a great one that could help with that is pyrite, especially in its raw form. Okay? DM show, just so you know. And of course, you know I'm going to say prayer. You know I'm going to say prayer. All right? Let me see. What do you think of Ghana? Well, I deal with him, Focus. I had him on my show already. Cool dude. MB96, love this channel. I can be myself with this channel without showing a fake persona to my family and friends. Facts. That's why I make sure I have this show. And pretty soon, I'm going to have those call-in numbers. We're going to do it right. But some people, when we talk on topics like this, they love to tune in, but they don't want to come in to the chat or even call in. Still some taboo about it because, you know, they feel away. I understand. DM show, I'm sorry, Julie. DM show really did you enjoy it? Oh, that's with the Astro Travel. Okay, y'all talking about that. Julian, Joel, what do you think coming out of the portals? I already said it, entities. Not what I think, it's what I know. But it's very important. I gotta stress this. It's not just what's coming out of the portals, it's what's going in. Now, you can close it with prayer, especially group prayer. Especially group prayer. Very important, I put that out there. You can close it, all right? One of the ways that you could close it, okay, juniper berry oil is very good, and camphor oil. Camphor and juniper berry. I'm gonna say that again. Camphor and juniper berry oil. And next good one is, hold up. Of course, the hyssop oil, definitely. And the hyssop oil is a little expensive, but it works. So if you have your house, your home, you mop out the area, you put it in a spray and you spray. Palo Santo, very good. For some people that don't want to smoke, because some people got asthma, they could spray. Okay? So that's a very good question. But that's how you can help close these portals. And for the portals that's within these individuals and you see it's coming towards you and they're trying to get you on that negative, nasty, dirty wavelength, all right? They're trying to do one of those body snatching things. Just stay away from them. It's that easy. Oh, they're going to get mad as hell at you, all right? Fallon Mary Brown, sleep paralysis happened to me. Well, I told y'all exactly what to do. And I'm going to do one on it because I did one on it already. I got to do one again. I did actually about 2 or 3 on it, 3. So I got to go in again about people getting a hold down because what I'm noticing, people calling me and telling me they wake up and they look into the corner. It's very rare it'll be above their head, but a lot of times in the corner and they seeing like a gateway, and then they see the entity come out and they can't move and they hold them down in the bed. A few people have been telling me that during this Mercury retrograde. So I most likely will have to do a show just dedicated to that alone. Let me see. Jerry, you from Florida. Allez-vous say, my Haitian friend. Let me see. Any other questions? Any other questions? People ask it now. What does it mean? Pertaining to the topic. Um, this was a very good one. Owner 2 star light. What does it mean if one has had a dream of a tall, faceless entity? Now that one I've been hearing people talk about last year. I haven't heard much people talk about that this year, but now I'm hearing you talk about it, and it seems about correct because of the time of Mercury retrograde. Now you got this entity called Slender Man. Okay, it's an entity called Slender Man. I always hear a lot of children seeing it though. Very rare I'll hear adults. Not that adults don't see it, but it's more children. And a lot of time it's a very tall, slendered, faceless man. What I advise you to do before, I don't know how often you see it, all right? Owner 2 star light. I don't know how often you see it, but I would advise you call the shop and you want to get a piece of I got the name. I be cactus amethyst, not the desert rose amethyst. You want to get a cactus amethyst. You want to get the hyssop oil, pennyroyal, and definitely the lemon eucalyptus. Okay, but you also want to get the camphor, and you want to take the camphor oil and put about 4 drops, or however much drops, but make sure you get each corner of your bed or wherever your sleeping area is. Can't say I ain't tell you. And if you want to call the shop, that's 718-858-4400. That's 718-858-4400. And you could get those items. We have it there. G Light, what's up? Shout out to you. Let me see. Any other questions? Are these entities, MB96 asks, are these entities evil coming out of portals? Very good question. Not all of them. Not all of them. Let me stress that. Not all of them, but a lot of them. All right? But say that again. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. All right? And ain't nothing to be scared about. Because a lot of people is getting stuff where their mind, they're feeling, and some of y'all been fighting it. And you know what? If anybody been fighting it and know what I'm talking about, I know it's a few people out there. Press 1. Especially around this time, you feel that you're getting so much negative thoughts coming through. You feel like hurting somebody, hurting things, thoughts that you know you're not accustomed dealing with. Those are those entities. That's why I say the prayers are important. My man, Dominic Buffoon, what's up? Shout out to you. Can you burn Palo Santo and incense at the same time, Joel? Yes, I believe I answered that question for you before, Dominic. But anyway, yes, and that's a good question. That way, other people that don't know, they know now. Jolene, thank you. I pray a lot. Good. Mike Breezy, what about cinnamon? Cinnamon oil is very good, but I like for people to get the St. Michael candle. All right, we have the St. Michael candle at Nicholas, Brooklyn, and we have the cinnamon oil. You put 3 drops on the wick, pray over your candle, light it up. Okay? Strange Maid said to y'all to click the like button. Click the like button, people. Ma Gabriel asks, do you do consultations? If so, how do I go about booking one with you, as I'm not on Facebook? I'm going to start doing the consultations soon. I prefer you get Facebook because it's way easier, because I don't want you to spend a whole bunch of money in calling cards and all that stuff. It just doesn't make sense. Okay? But I will start doing the consultations soon. Let me say this. A lot of times why I don't do it, because it is draining. But a lot of people has been getting on my case. I'm going to start back And not only that, I've been very busy, but more so it's very draining. I would have to be taking, once doing consultations, I remember when I was doing them back to back during the day, and I would have to take the spiritual bath every day because once I'm doing the consultations, I'm already channeling in that person's energy. Okay? So, but soon, very soon. Let me see, any other questions? Teen Knight, what's up? Shout out to you. Like the insidious creature. Facts. Facts. You know what I'm talking about. There's a show on Netflix already. I already mentioned the name of it before. But I'm like Stranger Things. That's a perfect example. Because remember, the government got the stuff like CERN and all these other Project Woodpecker and all these other stuff. But that's really, this what's going on right now ain't even their doing. So this is just stuff that naturally occur. Okay, portal open. Now's our chance. Let's jump through it. That's how these entities get down. Especially if that portal in your heart, that darkness is circling there and you just a hater, it's a wrap. DM Show asks, ever woke up and the entity was riding you, in brackets, sexually not being funny at all? Happened to me a while back. Yes, you must be new tuning into my show, DM Show. You must be new because I spoke about that. Go watch some of the old stuff. And you know what? I might do one on that just today because that ties in to the one with the sleep paralysis and people seeing the portals. All right. Shout out to Sagittarius Ghetto Film. I keep having dreams about I am going around saving my brother and sister from a war, Joel. Can you explain this to me? I've been having this dream for at least 3 years. I'm going to explain that in the next show. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to explain it in the next show. Because I'm going to sit down and I'm going to show you the facts on how there is a destruction coming, especially here in New York, and how they put it on a certain building and what year they put it on. You're right. That's why, and you're one of those people that's of strength and light. That's why you're looking to do that saving. People, y'all can hit that super chat if you like the information that you're getting. Hit that super chat button. That'll be greatly appreciated. Look at all them people that hit ones. Dominic Buffoon, shout out to you. Thanks for the support. Mr. Instrumental, you want some subscribers? Talk to the people. Todd Dean, shout out to you. Todd Dean says, I have had an entity experience and witnessed their physical power and unexplainable power. Exactly. But the thing is, you have the power to be even stronger. Listen, Joel, I think it's these, Tribe Ephraim says, listen, Joel, I think it's these so-called entities working on the left-hand side because King Saul, a woman, or I guess that went to a woman, and the woman conjured up a spirit, and it was Samuel. Facts. Facts. Yeah, you missed how to close a portal, John Taylor. We're about to wrap up the show soon. You could go back and watch it. It'll be there for you to watch. Kevin H., what is this broadcast? This is Joel Benjamin 528, aka MC Spookism. You hear we talk about everything, the government, spirituality, and teach people how to help and warn themselves. Who's this? Lucretia Hayes. Rhino. Yeah, oh man, I missed it. I'm sorry. I was here. A few people got the notification. Some people get the notification. What could I say? YouTube is doing me dirty, people. I ain't the only one that's affected. Hey, you know, some people really feeling the heat. So, you know, those people that's buying views and all that crazy stuff, they really feeling the heat. So I gotta be glad that, yo, the most they doing is turning off people's notification buttons and unsubscribing people and not giving people the alerts of the notification. That's the least I could be glad about. You understand? At least they ain't doing me dirty like that. They tried to shut down my page before though, but as the power of the Most High God, it didn't work. Thank God for that. I just, Natalie here of Spain, I just came too late. I had no notification. I'm sorry, my dear, I'm sorry. Shout out to Spain. Shout out to the people out there in Spain. Shout out to all my international audience. I greatly appreciate you. People, I gotta go. That's the show. Hit that like button before y'all leave. Hit that like button. And y'all could go back on and make sure y'all comment. All right? And y'all could, who's that? Natalie here of Spade. Hey, hey, hey. Love you, man. Love you too. Remember, I'm on Facebook, Joel Benjamin. Remember, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Joel Benjamin 528, all one word. Okay? You could best catch me on Yahoo Messenger. The Universal Golden Flower. Hey, shout out to you. Raw Seth, what's up? Shout out to you. So people, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. And hit me up. Strange Maid, shout out to you again. People, thank everybody that supported. Thank you, homeboy, for that big generous donation out there in Norway. I greatly appreciate you. Shout out from all my international audience. Shout out to Amar out there in the UK. Shout out to you. Shout out to the people here in America. I greatly appreciate you. All right. Thank you very much. Oh, Natalie, Natural, you from Brooklyn. You from originally from Brooklyn. Okay. You overseas doing your thing. Yeah. So people, that's the show. Hope I gave you the information needed. Most likely I'll give you a next show today. You've been watching Joel Benjamin 528, aka MC Spookism. We're going to close those portals. We're going to keep those negative, nasty entity people away from us. And we're going to do what we got to do. Because the best way to beat them is be successful and stay away from them. Peace.